What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Guys, why don't we talk about the catfishing thing more than we actually do? Catfishing happens now, I believe, more than ever. You look at these filters that we have that these chicks seem to love to use in almost every video. I understand a little bit of editing. I edit my Instagram photos to an extent, but it still looks like me. It still does. These filters are getting out of control. It's not like what we used to have where you could just slap like, a casual filter. No, they are rearranging your face, turning you into a whole different person. This chick here talks about it. She says, I went on a first date. It went wrong because when he looked at me, he said I look nothing like my photos. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Does she? No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Guys, I just finished my date and I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry in here. I'm not gonna cry.
Don't cry.
I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit.
We understand.
He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and It was a little too expensive, but I don't know. I asked my sister for money, so we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I just had this dress on and everything. And I had my hair out. Like, guys, I cut it, but it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit.
Listen, we love the natural hair around here. We love to see our black women in natural hair, but you got to do something to it. Just something. But we love it. We love it. We love it. Let's keep watching.
So I went in and he was like looking around like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay, I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused and he told me to sit down. So I sat down, I smiled and he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures.
That's the photo right there. That's the photo right there. That's the photo she used to lure in this poor victim. What do you guys think? I'm just a guy serving coffee. I am just a barista. Let's keep listening.
Shop anything. I tell everything how it is. I'm going to insert at the end of the video the picture I put in. And he was like...
This chick just looked the camera in the eyes and told a bold-faced lie. Says she doesn't Photoshop her photos. You may not Photoshop, lady, but you do edit your photos. There's a lot that was going on there. There was a lot. Who was that is the question. Let's keep listening. Who was that is the question.
Just being so quiet through the meal and all that. He didn't even want to pay. I said, hey, I bring my money with me. And then he eventually paid. And then now he sent me a request to pay for the food. And that's not... I just don't understand. Why are men like this? Men are evil.
Look at the face. Yo, look at the face at the end. I gotta upload this. We've got to have this on the screen. Look at the face that she made. Men are evil. Oh my gosh. How dare he? Who was that, man? We still need answers. Whose picture are you using for your dating profile on Black? I'm serious, guys. What do you think? We'll just leave this to the comment section to decide. Let's see what the people have to say. Check out this first comment of this chick who's like, I'd like to see the date night look. She's like, post what you look like on your date night versus the photo that you showed us. And this is what she posted. Let's check it out.
This woman becomes a better version of herself every day, and I'm proud of her for that. She loves who she is right now because she is exactly who God created her to
Arrest this woman. Fast, not slow. Let's check out the rest of these comments, see what else people had to say. Here's another woman who says, girl, you straight catfishing with that picture you had. They're responding back to the photo of her showing what she was wearing on the date night here. She goes on to say, I'm sorry, but maybe you should post these pics on your profile and not the one with the filter on it. Another woman here responded back to that comment, says, laughing emojis, I'm crying, OMG. Here's another chick here who says, well, this is mean. Oh. Probably another Lizzo-sized woman there who's upset. Here's another comment from the same chick who says, it's not mean, it's the truth. How can you be mad at someone when you're not showing a realistic picture of yourself online? Y'all post filtered pics and expect people to think you look just like that in real life. Here's another woman who says, very beautiful with, see, this is how they want you to say it. Very beautiful. You should post this picture next time. It shows the most authentic version of you. So just a nicer way of the truth. And they think this helps. No. That picture needs to come off. Here's another comment that says, don't lie to her. Another person who says, you're weird. Another person here says, y'all making the problem worse. Because positive affirmation won't cause her to improve herself. She'll just stay stagnant or regress, which will inevitably lead to more dating problems. And this is exactly how single women keep other women single. Gentlemen, have you ever walked in a catfish situation? What did you do? How did you get out of it? Did you send money requesting the chick who catfished you to pay you back? We've got another comment here that says, you're gorgeous, but these photos and the one on your black profile gives two different vibes. She goes on to say, I'll suggest posting more realistic, close to how you really look pictures on sites like that. Good luck to you. Another woman here says, this is a cute look, to be honest, but you don't look the same as the picture. Use these to upload on the app so you won't have to worry about this happening next time. Let's be honest, guys. She knows that. She knows that she doesn't look like she did on the date night in the photo that she showed on her black dating profile. She knows that. Here's another comment that says, you played that man and you know it. This person said the exact same thing I said. Another comment here says, also, don't be afraid to leave a date. ... Once he didn't smile and said you look different, you should have left, and it's not considered rude. So this chick, that's the angry big girls who are mad on the date. They're gonna get up immediately. And shuffle their way out of that seat. Another comment here says, you playing with us, or with a question mark. Another chick is like, yo, is this a joke? Another comment here says, you did catfish him, but you're still beautiful. No. You're still a beautiful woman. Here's somebody else who says, when that picture popped up, my face probably looked just like his. So as you can tell, some women are keeping it real. Most of them aren't. And you gotta, it's interesting, right? It's a red flag when you see a woman who has too much going on with the filters on her dating profile. Every man knows that. And this is why some people request like FaceTimes and things like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to trap some guy and trick him into going on a date with you. You just don't. Guys, be careful out here. And one more story here from another woman who had a similar experience when she unknowingly catfished another man. No more waste of time. Let's check it out.
And he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures.
Story time. Okay, so a few years ago, I was on Facebook dating, trying to find my man. And
Facebook dating, she says. Facebook dating, that just seems like a bad idea. Or maybe not. Let's keep listening.
And we had been talking for a few days. So we exchanged numbers and started talking on the phone. We both had iPhones, so we started FaceTiming. I'm a big person when it comes to like online dating. I want you to see me in real time. I want to see you in real time so that we're not wasting our time, because we know
Right.
attraction is important.
Right.
So anyway, we're FaceTiming daily. And I would literally like post my phone up around my house and walk around with my earpiece in and just like talk to him.
Okay.
So he's seeing me, like he knows what I look like.
Right.
And I always let him know, like, listen, I'm not a small girl, not a size 2, not even a size 10. Like your girl got meat on her bones, okay? Like your girl is juicy, okay? So he's very much aware. So we finally make a date to go out to eat. We decide to go to Waffle House. Don't come for me. I love Waffle House.
Listen, real quick. She says he's seeing me. He knows what I look like. Let's be honest. If we're looking at her from this angle, she's kind of got one of those faces, right? One of those faces where you can't tell she's a bigger girl just based on her face. You know, it was kind of, it's a bit. It's one of them. Let's keep listening.
Anyway, so I get there. I'm early. He hits me up. I'm gonna be late. That's fine. He's like, go ahead and order your food. I'll hit you up when I get close. Okay. So I'm sitting there ordering my food. I'm sitting there just, waiting. 15 minutes go by. He's not there. I'm like, okay, hey, let me know when you're close.
Mhm.
No response. Okay, I'm a patient person. So anyway, maybe like 25 minutes later, I see a bus pull up in front of Waffle House. It's not a regular city bus. A city bus is long. This is a short city bus, like 10 to 15 seat city bus. Okay. He gets off the bus. I'm thinking to myself, oof. Now, these buses, from my understanding, are for like handicap, like some type of like illnesses to where you can't drive yourself. Um, so he gets off this bus, and I'm like, okay, we're not going to judge this man because he's on this bus, because maybe he has, something else going on. Girl, we're not going to judge this man. We're
Right.
not going to judge this man. So I'm sitting there, okay, that's fine. He walks in. I'm the only person in Waffle House, minus the waitresses. He had to have seen me because there's no one else there, and I'm already here. He goes to a different booth and sits down.
Mm.
So I think to myself, okay, you were like 30 minutes late at this point. I'm not gonna call your name. I'm gonna sit here because you're the one that's late. I'm gonna wait for you to come to me.
Okay.
He never does. He gets a water. He sits there for like 5 minutes and gets up and walks out. So I'm sitting there like, what just happened?
Mm.
So I get up, pay for my food, and I go outside where he's standing because he took the bus. Anyway, and I look at him and I say, well, it was nice to meet you. And I got in my car and I drove off and I blocked him.
Mm.
Fast forward like 4 or 5 months later, he hits me up on Facebook Messenger because he's blocked on my phone. And he's like, hey, my album's coming out. Please support. I'm thinking to myself, why would I do that? So of course I'm like, why would I support you
Right.
when you did me really dirty? Like, why would I do that? And he's like, what are you talking about? So he calls me on Facebook Messenger. And I'm like, we had a date and you saw me at Waffle House and you didn't even come and acknowledge me.
Okay.
And he said, I didn't see you. When I walked in, all I saw was some fat girl at the booth. I didn't see you.
Ooh. Ooh.
All you saw was some fat girl? I'm thinking to myself, what?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Mercy.
And I said, okay, well, thank you for clarifying. And I hung up. And I blocked him on Facebook Messenger too. I was so offended because my thing was, I'm always intentional.
Right.
I always FaceTime you, and I'm not just going to FaceTime you. Like, I'm going to FaceTime you and walk around so that you know what I look like. I'm not a skinny girl. I'm a plus size girl. You know this, okay?
Okay, so maybe she did show the full body from head to toe. She said she walked around.
And like I've sent him pictures and everything. So it was very, very interesting. But let me tell you something about this dating world. It's crazy. Okay. We're better off just literally going outside. I don't believe in dating sites no more. I don't believe in it. Girl, we got to go outside, unfortunately.
A lot of truth in that. I don't tell guys to avoid dating apps completely, but you are a lot more likely to attract women in person than you are on a dating app for sure. Doesn't mean that dating apps do not work for some. but the vast majority of men will probably do better in person. Now, the other thing too is there are men out here who like the BBWs. They're there. But for a lot of guys, it is definitely a deal breaker to be unpleasantly surprised with the size of the person who you meet up with on the date. All right, guys, that's it. Of course, I'm curious to know, what do you think of both of those stories from both those women? Leave your thoughts, comments down below. I appreciate you guys as always. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.